Okay, I'm here with Mike Maderitz. Mike, you're in the 150-pound class, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and how long have you been into your sport?
I've been training mixed martial arts for the past 5 years now.
Okay, now what is your specialty in mixed martial arts?
Well, I train with my one trainer, Guro De Leon, in Serrado Escrito, which is a Filipino martial arts, and I've been with him through thick and thin for 5 years. And I've also trained with Paul Jordan at Chutuba West for about 3 years.
Okay. Now you mentioned the Filipino martial art you're in.
Yes.
How similar is that to something like Kali?
We do a lot of Kali. It's Serrado Escrito, so it's mainly mixed up Eskrima and Aikido. So it's a lot of close hand-to-hand takedowns, a lot of jiu-jitsu, but then also we study knives and sticks as well.
Okay. Now, with that being said, studying knives and sticks, how does that come in handy in the ring? Because obviously you don't have the use of those items.
Well, we do a lot of attacks with them, but mostly it's defending. So close engaging. If somebody comes at you with a knife or a stick, you can take them down. Same without a stick or a knife. You get there, any limb, wrist, arms, or anything. Guro showed us all sorts of takedowns, submission holds, everything, and that's also used by military forces and officers as well.
Okay. Now, we just spoke with Brandon Vasquez, and he's into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You're into the Filipino style. How do the two differ?
A lot of the same concepts between the two, honestly. A lot of the Jiu-Jitsu is the same. It's just, just different areas of the world, pretty much. My trainer Guro, he's a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu, a black belt in Judo, so he interprets that all, and he's studied with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioners as well as, everybody he studied with from the Philippines.
Okay. Now, how about yourself with training? Does it help to go to different places to learn how to do your art form specifically?
Yes and no. It's good just to get a little grasp of everything, but I prefer to be more with a tight-knit group of people. That's why I've been with Guro De Leon for so long. We have a strong fight team, and then as well as with everybody training here, a couple of my buddies have been training here, so it's just good to have those same training partners, but it's also nice to meet new people and work with them as well, just learn some new techniques, because working with the same people over and over again, you guys get a feel for each other's moves, what works better, everybody's bread and butter, and defending and going against it.
Okay. Now, how many matches have you fought in?
Currently, I'm 3-1.
Okay. When was your first loss?
My first loss was last April to the NAAFS lightweight champ, George Comer. I lost to him by a split decision last April, and yeah, that was last April.
Now, what match was that of the four you fought?
That was my third one.
Okay. What was it like stepping into the ring for the first time?
A little nerve-wracking, but before I was even allowed to do any MMA match, my trainer Guro, he would not let me do one until I participated in a kickboxing fight, because he felt that he wanted me to get a grasp of the wind that it takes to maintain during a fight. And kickboxing is definitely, I recommend to anybody before they step into a cage fight doing a kickboxing fight, because it wears you out, because it's all stand-up. He also made us do jiu-jitsu competitions and grappling challenges as well, just so that way we weren't just going into a cage fight with no background or any techniques. He focuses mainly on sticking to techniques and learning how to pace yourself and staying calm.
Okay. Now, you mentioned kickboxing. To the layman that's just watching MMA or UFC fight for the first time, what are the differences between the different art forms in kickboxing? Is kickboxing more of a generic
No, kickboxing is, you're going to go against guys that are mainly just stand-up fighters, so you have to learn how to, box, take kicks and give kicks as well. When you go into a cage fight, about, honestly, 70% of the fighters now are just coming out of high school or college, and they're wrestlers. So the majority of the time, they're just going to just take you down, try to ground and pound, or lay and pray, and just try to wind out a decision. Where, going up against somebody that's a kickboxer or has a kickboxing background, you really have to know how to set the pace, maintain your adrenaline, maintain your wind, and how to be prepared in that form, because that's going to win or lose. You know, you're either going to get a knockout or you're going to get knocked out. So
okay,
be ready for that.
All right. And who are you fighting next month?
Stephen Harness.
Okay.
Yes.
And are you monitoring his tape of him?
I haven't really honestly looked yet for anything. I usually do, but I just found out I was fighting against him just the other day. From what I hear, he's a wrestler. The past three guys that I've went against have been wrestlers. So, you know, I'm good as far as on the ground. And, you know, I'd like to try to keep it standing. So, usually what we train the most. So,
okay.
See what happens.
All right.